We're going to go out foraging around our garden and yard and see what we can find to bring inside. So the first thing we're going to start with here, this is a red dogwood. These things are great perennials here in my zone. I'm supposed to be a zone 6, but I plant for a zone 5. So let's go ahead and harvest some of this to take inside to use. You can see here this plant, how it's getting so dark and scarred. That's because I didn't trim this one back. So they really benefit, and it actually helps them do better. All right, let's go see what else we can find. There, it's standing probably 7 feet tall now. Come in here at the bottom, take a little bit out. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Keep it from dragging on the ground, which smells so good. Some of the dogwood. We're not gonna really find any flowers this time of year in mid-December on our property, but I'm gonna go over and take a look at my hellebores. Maybe there's a chance there. So my hellebores look really nice, but it looks like they're not gonna be an early bloom. I've had these things bloom as early as December to as late as April. They're really pretty. There's a neat little trick to keep them looking nice in the water too. Let's stop over here, see if we've got any good looking rose hips. Say good morning to the chickens. So I have a flower bed around my chicken coop, which, you know, makes it pretty, and the chickens will get little treats out from the side of the fence. So it doesn't look like I really got much for rose hips. So we're gonna keep moving along. Here's the Leyland cypress. Has a lot different texture than the cedar does. So maybe this will kind of give it a little bit of a different look. A little bit bristly, so try to take a couple pieces off. All right, let's talk about what I gathered out in my gardens today. Now, a lot of my evergreens are rather small, so I try not to trim them all summer long. And this is the first year I've really harvested, and they're at least all of them at least been the ground 3 winters would be my best guess. So starting closest here, this is some winterberry. I don't know how this is gonna hold first time I've tried it. Got some hawthorn berries, we've got our dogwood. Next is the Leyland cypress right here. Then we have the cedar. And last but not least, we have the pine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go gather up a couple containers. I like to make 3 today. 2 small ones for each one of our restrooms. 1 for the guest bath and 1 for the master bath. And I like to put 1 on the dining room table. All right, this is what I've gathered. I've got this green tall vase. I think this is gonna go on the table. This small white one's gonna go in the guest bath. And then this large red one is gonna go in the master bath. I picked all these up at the thrift store. It's a great resource for unique vases. I mean, you can't go out and buy any of these anywhere. So I'm gonna start putting these together. I don't know how it's gonna go. So I'll probably fast forward this bit up, but I'm gonna add just about 1 inch of water in the bottom of each vessel just to begin with. And then we'll see where we end up. So before I put these where I want them to be, I'm gonna go ahead and fill the vases up all the way with water. Here's the first little one in our guest bathroom. Sometimes these will get moved around a little bit and you kind of have to kind of spread them out again, but just set it there on the counter. I'm really hoping it'll bring some of that outside smell in. Here's the one that's going in the master bathroom. And here is the one for the table. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it inspired you to go out and be creative. Like I said, we're not striving for perfection here. We're just trying to make something beautiful to us.